Take an honest look at yourself. Where are you in your life? What have your priorities been up till now, and what do you intend to do with the time you have left? We are a mixture of light and shadow, of good qualities and defects. Are we really the best we can be? Must we remain as we are now? If not, what can we do to improve ourselves? These are questions worth asking, particularly if we have come to the conclusion that change is both desirable and possible. I'm going to split this up into 4 separate questions. Where are you in your life? I know generally what I want to do and generally what I need to do to get there, but I've only taken the first few steps in getting there. I realize this is about as vague an answer as you can give, but the specifics are the answer to the time I have left question, so I'm going to get to it then. What have my priorities been up until now? To enjoy myself as much as I can, spend time with friends and family, and finish school. What do I want to do with the time I have left? I want to work towards making movies. In this day and age, the technology is readily available, and as J.J. Abrams has said, we're at a point where if you want to make a movie, there's nothing stopping you. But I want to make good movies, so I'm working on getting better at editing by making videos, figuring out what makes the structure of a film work by writing things, and trying to come up with original ideas that would make good premises, because cinema's biggest problem right now is all the remakes and reboots and sequels. What can we do to improve ourselves? According to Buddhism, the best way to improve yourself is meditation, but let's say you have a trait you want to get rid of, be it arrogance, lack of confidence, wanting to take over the world, whatever. I think the best course of action is simply to try not to be that way. It sounds like it's oversimplifying it, but if for one day you just try to contain your self-praise, or just try to do the things you're scared to do, or just try not to take over the world, you might find it's not as hard as you thought. More on the subject of improving yourself coming right up. Oh boy. Awareness makes it possible for us to perceive phenomena of every kind. Buddhism describes this basic cognitive quality of the mind as luminous because it illuminates both the external world through perceptions and the inner world of sensation, emotion, reasoning, memory, hope, and fear. Although this cognitive faculty underlies every mental event, it is not itself affected by any of these events. A ray of light may shine on a face disfigured by hatred or on a smiling face. It may shine on a jewel or on a garbage heap, but the light itself is neither mean nor loving, neither dirty nor clean. Understanding that the essential nature of consciousness is neutral shows us that it is possible to change our mental universe. We can transform the content of our thoughts and experiences. The neutral and luminous background of our consciousness provides us with the space we need to observe mental events rather than being at their mercy. We then also have the space we need to create the conditions necessary to transform these mental events. This last part reminds me of Fight Club. No, really. Spoiler alert, because I'm going to talk about Fight Club now. But the first rule of Fight Club is NO! In the director's commentary of Fight Club, David Fincher talks about the Buddhist themes of the movie and how it's about rebirth. The narrator, who's referred to in the script as Jack, is stuck in a materialistic consumerist lifestyle, and through the creation of his imaginary friend and alter ego, Tyler Durden, he transforms his personality. The movie presents 2 extremes, Jack being the sad conformist who places blind faith in the system, and Tyler, a nihilistic cynic who wants to destroy everything. After prolonged subjection to Tyler, Jack becomes less concerned about what people think, learns to live without his precious possessions, and reshapes his priorities. Jack's character arc is based around a quote by a Zen master called Sung Sen. He said that in this life we must kill 3 things. First, we must kill our parents, second, we must kill the Buddha, and lastly, we must kill our teacher. He of course didn't mean this literally. What he actually meant was that Zen practitioners must integrate these objects with their concepts of self. So, when someone teaches you about life, you shouldn't accept it as gospel and not question anything they say. You should take aspects of their philosophy that you agree with and work it into your own. In Jack's case, his parents are represented by his boss, who starts out as the only authority figure in his life. However, after Jack and Tyler start Fight Club, he slowly starts losing respect for his boss, and as he rebels more and more, his boss becomes scared to stop him, and Jack reclaims authority over himself. Second is killing Buddha. The metaphorical religion in Fight Club is actually the Fight Club itself, which evolves into Project Mayhem. Jack starts to see the hypocrisy in Tyler's teachings and how he's running Project Mayhem. Tyler talks about the need to oppose conformism, but his Project Mayhem soldiers are conforming under him.
First rule of Project Mayhem is you do not ask questions.
Jack decides that it's more of a distraction than a path to enlightenment, which is what Sung Sen meant by killing Buddha. Finally, Jack has to kill his teacher, and his teacher is Tyler. Jack accepts that while Tyler is right about some things, he's wrong about others. So by the end of the movie, Jack has formed his own priorities and mindset, taking aspects from his boss, Fight Club, and Tyler, but none of them as a whole. At the beginning, he is what he buys, he is his furniture, he is his boss, or in sense metaphor, he is his parents. Then he loses it all, and by the end of his journey, he has become himself. He changed his mental universe by coming to terms with how much he agreed with his teachers, those being his authority figure, his assigned belief system, and his biggest role model. Oh, and did you know there's a cup of coffee in every scene in Fight Club? That doesn't have anything to do with Buddhism, I just really like this movie.